All right, what is going on, everybody? So we had some releases today. We had a trailer as well as a dev insight, I think they call it. My sleep schedule's been a bit of a mess, so I kind of missed when they went live. But we're gonna watch it now. I'm gonna watch it through first because this will be my first time watching it. For anybody who's just watching it for the first time as well, I'm gonna shut up and let it play. And then after we'll kind of talk about it. I'm no Marvel lore expert or anything, but if there's stuff that pops out, we might go back and talk about that. And then we'll watch the dev insight as well. There's also a Mr. Fantastic gameplay reveal. We'll probably watch that after this trailer, before the dev insight. But then we'll just go over everything, and yeah, we'll see what's going on. So I'm gonna turn this up a bit, and let's go into it.
Been sheltered by the light for far too long. The time has come for darkness to reign. Soon your resolve will begin to crumble. You'll be stretched too thin. There will be nowhere left to hide, and your fire will cease to burn. For no light shall survive in my empire of eternal night.
Okay, nothing too crazy. I don't think we have to go. We can go back a little bit. Oh, not to this. There's nothing too crazy in terms of reveals, I don't think. I'm gonna actually mute this while we go through. Yeah, so as far as we know, I'm not gonna go over all the leaks and that kind of stuff that have been coming out. There's a lot of that coming out. There's rumors of like PvE and stuff like that. I'm basically just going to go over anything we see in the in this trailer here or in this dev insight. But there's a lot of stuff that's been dropping in terms of what's coming. But yeah, this looks like it's going to be the new one of the new maps. I don't think this is in game, but yeah, I know we've got I think it's a couple new maps, or there's like a Sanctum Sanctorum map coming. There's I don't know if we're going to see that in the dev insight, but they're talking about some it's like 8 to 12 player team deathmatch or something. I don't know, something like that. But there's supposed to be like 3 new maps coming. There's a convoy map. There's that Sanctum Sanctorum map. And then I think there's another version of that New York type map that's, I don't know, different game mode or something. Not 100% sure. We'll see if we see it anywhere in here. But yeah, nothing too crazy in here. It just looks like it is a Dracula themed season. I assume that's Dracula. And then again, I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit here, but from my understanding, we are getting both Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman at the start of the season, which starts on the 10th. I think it's said at the end there. I think it's like January 10th at 4 a.m. Eastern time. Good thing my sleep schedule's messed up because I'll probably be up for that. And then I believe we're getting Thing and Human Torch later in the season, like 7 weeks in or something like that. From my understanding, it is going to be a 3-month season. And then for the ranked stuff, it's going to be split. So it's going to be like a month and a half for each split. From my understanding. Again, I don't want to get too much into the leaks and stuff if it's not in these, but that's just what I'm hearing. So yeah, as far as I know, we're getting these 4 characters. There's a lot of different rumors about like Ultron and stuff like that. But again, we're not going to get too much into that unless it pops up in these. Yeah, so looks pretty cool. Yeah, begins January 10th. And I believe that's 4 a.m. Eastern time. All right, so moving on to the next one, we'll do the Mr. Fantastic trailer here, or gameplay preview. What are they calling it? character reveal. So he's a duelist. I don't know if they're gonna show like his actual move set. We can kind of see some stuff down there, but so that oh, that was interesting. Music's kind of intense. This looks like it's on the new map.
Arousing success.
Okay. All right, let's go back a little bit here. So let's try and look at his abilities. We'll see if we can figure anything out here. So he's got the typical auto target thing on his E here. Let's see if he uses it at all.
That was simple. I've got you. Double the fail.
Okay, that's his right click. That was his right click. So it looks like it's some kind of grab and it pulls. I don't know if you specifically grab two people. You have two arms, right? It looks like he grabs them separately as well. So he latches onto Calf and then Iron Man. Or were those just basic attacks? Hard to tell, but it kind of looks like he slams them together, right? Okay. He's got something under his crosshair there as well. Some kind of buildup. I don't know what that's for. Looks like he's got infinite ammo in his fists. Which looks like it's going to give him a little bit of range. I want to know what that is, because I think he just absorbed... I think he just absorbed Iron Man's ult. I'm going to see what that was with. I'm going to see if anything goes on in cooldown. Is it his shift? It is. Interesting. Okay, so whatever his shift is, absorbed Iron Man's ult there, and then he was able to send it back at him. And it was pretty quick too. It's a pretty quick traveling projectile. Now, I don't know if he'll do that with like a lot of ults, like Magneto, for example. I don't know if it's a projectile type thing. But yeah, he seems to absorb their ult and then send it back at them. I don't know if that Iron Man was at full health. Yeah, I don't know if that's doing like its own like set damage or if it's actually doing as much damage as that ult would have done. But that's interesting. He's got some other stuff here too. Oh, he just used his E. Hold on, go back. Right there. It looks like it's... Wait, did he pull his own teammate? Interesting. Okay, so his E... Okay, he used it on both his teammate as well as an enemy. So it's basically like a grapple to pull you in, and you can use it on... now, did he pull the ally to him, or did he pull to them? I think he pulled to them. I was wondering if maybe you could pull a teammate out of danger, you know, but I think he pulls, regardless of an enemy or an ally, he pulls to them. So a bit of an engage, which is kind of nice. I'm trying to, okay, now I'm trying to look at the thing under his crosshair here. So what it seems to be, it doesn't seem to be based on damage. Maybe it is, because he just hit Penny there and gained 5. But he also gained from pulling. So either way, what it looks like is that he's building up this meter, and when it gets to 100, he gains like an overshield. And it seems to gain from multiple things here, just doing damage, but also using some of your abilities. Not 100% sure, but yeah, then it gives him, it looks like a massive overshield. Yeah, he went from 350 health. Oh, it was even higher for a second there. It was 800 for a second there. It's a pretty massive overshield. But yeah, that's interesting. So he's going to be like a fairly durable duelist. So that's his ult. Just some kind of slam. I'm trying to see. I don't see like a timer or anything. So I don't know. I assume it's just a set amount of time. I also don't know if he's triggering each of these slams, because it feels pretty like on a beat, right? Okay. So yeah, I wasn't sure at first if it was kind of like Bucky's ult, where every time he gets a kill, he can do it again kind of thing. This seems to be, I think it's just probably just a set time of, or a set number of slams you do. Okay. The bouncing is probably hard to track him while he's doing it too. It's probably hard to stop him in the middle of it. Although he is a bigger target. Okay. Interesting. Now, there were a few things. Now, it doesn't show it here. He had a C at one point. Right here. Oh, you know what? That's probably a team up with Invisible Woman. That's what that is. So he's going to have a team up ability with her, which seems to be some kind of shield. Okay, that's why we weren't seeing it before. Yeah, that's mine is bound to G, so that's why I wasn't sure for a second. But yeah, I think that's the default team up thing. So, and it looks like, again, it looks like a shield. So Invisible Woman and him having that as a team up. Now we obviously didn't see the team up, I don't think, anywhere in here, but yeah, looks interesting. I'll have to check him out a little bit more. I don't know if he's necessarily going to be my style of character, but he looks like he could do some work. Yeah, I'm curious to see some of the details on this, especially his shift. I want to know what that shift is, because it absorbed that Iron Man ult, which seems pretty damn powerful. And then the fact that, like, you got your Stranges and your Magnetos that can block it with shields, right? Or you got like Captain America who can deflect it. This is a little different, where you absorb it and you can kind of aim it back, which is kind of funny. Yeah, looks pretty cool. I think I care more about seeing Invisible Woman, because I think she's going to be a strategist. Again, I've seen some leaks on her and her moveset. We're not going to get into that. The video also looked like it was filmed at 140p. So, but yeah, she looks like she's got some, she looks a lot like Cloak and Dagger, both in like stature and some of her abilities. But they do look different. So I don't know if we're going to get one of these for her. I know tomorrow, I believe, XQC and some other streamers are going to be doing like an early preview of these new characters. I'm not going to watch it personally because I want to see it for myself. But yeah, just in case you guys are interested. So yeah, looks pretty cool so far. We'll move on to the dev vision here. Now, I have a list of things I'd like to see in this game, and one of those things was a roadmap slash just what they have planned for the future, and I'm hoping that is what this is. So we're gonna watch this. I'm gonna shut up during it unless they say something I want to touch on in the middle of it, so I don't forget. But yeah, we'll watch this.
Dear rivals, Guang Guang here. Since the launch of Marvel Rivals, millions of you have joined our epic adventure, and we've been overwhelmed by the feedback pouring in from the community. Your enthusiasm and support have been nothing short of extraordinary, and we are incredibly grateful to the Marvel Rivals community for lending us your voices and passion. Looking back on our initial anxieties and launch, the excitement has only intensified as we've gone live. We are committed to addressing the challenges we continue to uncover in our ongoing battles, tackling issues head-on, and refining the game based on your invaluable feedback. We are also diving deep into our own experiences to optimize design and leveraging backend analytics to ensure a robust macro balance in combat. And rest assured, we are gearing up for some thrilling new season content. Now let's dive into Season 1, Internal 9 Force. This season will featuring 4 all-new playable characters as the Fantastic Four burst onto the scene to free New York from Dracula. Alongside them, we are unveiling 3 dazzling new maps: the iconic Sectum Sectorial, Empire of Internal 9 Midtown, and Empire of Internal 9 Central Park. Season 1 will be a 3-month-long journey divided into 2 thrilling halves, each lasting 6 or 7 weeks. In the first half, we will introduce Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman, a new convoy map in Empire of Internal 9 Midtown, and the all-new game mode to match within the Sectum Sectorial. We will get into the second half of Season 1 when the time comes. Our narrative team is also unleashing the first defined chapter in this electrifying new saga that's sure to captivate. The Dooms have cracked the foundation of these multiple timelines. Now we'll dive into the threads in each. As you may have read in the lore page of your favorite characters, the New York of the present timeline has fallen under the unholy control of Dracula, who has taken the power of Columbium for himself. The chilling curse of Internal 9 looms large while the dark power of the Dark Hole waves a web of chaos. Science and magic will need to come together to conquer this new threat. Each piece of our epic seasons builds a thrilling chapter in our ever-expanding game, coming together to go beyond just a background story, but forming our unified Clone-verse saga. And now, let's talk about the Battle Pass. As previously stated, the Season 1 Pass will feature double the content and excitement of Season 0's Pass. The theme? Internal 9 Force, of course. This pass is loaded with 10 stunning costumes and their related content. The price for the Season 1 Luxury Battle Pass is set at 990 lattice, and you will receive 600 lattice and 600 units back by completing it. We've also designed a unique mechanism for Battle Pass and Chrono tokens, ensuring that luxury Battle Passes never expire and that tokens purchased with lattice are returned under certain conditions. For all the nitty-gritty details, be sure to check out that talk line. We hope this design will elevate your experience. The Fantastic Four are Marvel's first family, and each heroic member is bursting with personality and power. During our brainstorming sessions, we unanimously agreed that bringing them into Marvel Rivals in one giant-sized season was the way to go. This 2-in-1 season features double the playable content of a regular season, and will bring up our total playable character count to 37 at the end of Season 1. Now I'm going to let Zhiyong speak more about the updates coming in Season 1, as well as more specific details on the new maps and heroes.
Okay, before the next guy takes over, I assume it's right now. Let's just go back real quick. Where did they start it? Right here. So it looks like we're getting a Loki skin, a Wolverine skin, and I assume that's Scarlet Witch. Kind of cool. One thing I wanted to talk about though, where did he say the price? Around here, right? Where did you say? Here we go. So we all knew that the battle pass was going to go up in price, right? And it was going to be double the content because it was a shorter season. So it was a reduced price, less stuff on it. So I think this is about like the normal battle pass price, right? Around $10 US. So it's going to be 990 lattice, which is the paid currency. You're going to get 600 back from the battle pass. And then
you will receive 600 lattice
and you're gonna get 600 units, which is like the blue currency. Now the thing is you can use both currencies to buy stuff. So like if you look in the store, a lot of the skins they're actually in a unit cost, and you usually transfer lattice into blue units, I believe, if I'm remembering right. Usually transfer lattice into the blue currency to buy those skins. So you're basically getting 1200 currency from this. I think the only thing you won't be able to do is basically buy the battle pass and then be able to buy the battle pass again the next season with the currency, because I don't think you can use units to buy the battle pass. Maybe we'll pop into game real quick just to see. But I think that's the only restriction you're really going to have there. So you are getting a decent amount of currency back that you will be able to use for skins and stuff. But yeah, I think you'll be restricted. You're going to have to keep buying the battle passes. You're not going to be able to buy the first one and then just be able to get all future ones by completing each battle pass. I think Fortnite is like that. I'm not 100% sure. I don't pay too much attention to that, but yeah, you're still getting a good chunk that you can put towards that, and then you're going to need like an extra few bucks to buy the battle pass again the next season. So yeah, we'll take a quick peek here. I hate all these intros. Just so we can have all our facts in order here. Let's see. I guess I can't really see because I've already bought it, right? But yeah, I believe the battle pass can only be purchased with the paid currency, but skins are all with the blue currency, which is what you can actually earn in game, right? Now, we can't earn a ton. I do kind of hope they increase the amount of this stuff we get, because the only way we were able to get those were from like events and stuff, right? I think it was actually, was it these? Or was it a different event? Either way, it was an event somewhere. And that was the only way for us to earn the blue currency. And there wasn't very much, and it kind of dried up pretty quickly. I think you can get it from achievements as well. Log in for 30 days. There's one of these has it. I think it's actually this one. Yeah, so you can earn some from the this one here too, but again, like this takes a while to get, and it eventually dries up and you have nothing. So I do kind of hope they do a bit more there. But anyway, the long and short of it is that I'm pretty sure you can only buy the battle pass with the paid currency, but you can buy skins and stuff with the blue currency. So you're basically getting 1,200 currency from the battle pass that you can actually put towards like skins and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, let's get back into it here. Where were we? Bringing in the new guy.
And heroes. Going to you, Ziyong.
Greetings, rivals. I'm Ziyong, and I'm excited to unveil the thrilling new adventures awaiting in the first half of Season 1, including new heroes, new maps, balance updates, and fresh changes to rank.
I heard some of this stuff. I wasn't sure if it was leaks,
The
but
legendary Mr. Fantastic and the brilliant Invisible Woman will join the ever-expanding roster in the first half of Season 1. Mr. Fantastic is a duelist. As the master of elasticity, he harnesses his incredible powers to reshape his body and outmaneuver his foes. Invisible Woman is a strategist. With her mastery over psionic energy and force fields, and step into the fray with her wits to shoot allies and confound enemies. Stay tuned for an action-packed trailer that will showcase these iconic heroes in all their glory. We are introducing a new convoy map, Empire of Eternal Night.
I hate Convoy.
And a new arcade mode, Doom Match, along with a new map, Sanctum Centaurian. Brace yourself to enter the Sanctum Centaurian, the mystical residence of Social Supreme. Here, the very fabric of reality intertwines and flows within the astral plane, creating a wondrous and chaotic battleground. Here, 8 to 12 players will engage in combat across this mystical mansion with the top 50% claiming victory. Traverse through the omnipresent portals to unveil unique strategies in this spellbinding battlefield. Players can also head to the frontline where Earth's mightiest heroes clash against Dracula's vampires legions in Midtown, New York City. Join forces with heroes in a race to deliver the Fantastic Four's invaluable mechanical assistant Herbie. From the Baxter Building to Avengers Tower, the last bastions against the forces of darkness. On this map, you will experience the
That looks pretty cool.
destruction unique to the Empire of Eternal Night, recursive destruction that lets you turn back the clock, reshape the environment, and create epic new opportunities for victory.
I've heard about some of these balance adjustments too.
Season 0 closes.
I don't know if they're going to be detailed, but
Analysis, along with player feedback, has revealed a rich tapestry of team compositions in regular matches, showcasing exciting diversity. However, as rank levels climb, shield and range heroes combos seem to have become our first meta, with range duelists particularly dominating their lineups. In the first half of Season 1, we will be making crucial balance adjustments to keep the battles fresh and exciting. Firstly, we will be slightly turning down the prowess of formidable ranged duelists like Hela and Hawkeye.
probably the
Ensuring
most banned
all ranged
characters.
heroes have a chance to shine. We are also enhancing the mobile type vanguards like Captain America and Venom, empowering them to charge into battle and protect their allies with renewed vigor. Additionally, we are boosting the capabilities of heroes that shine in specialized compositions, like Wolverine and Storm, to ensure they are the cornerstone of unique strategies.
Storm
As for
needs
Cloak
it.
and Dagger, we are elevating their potential, making them more formidable in diverse team setups. Also, the detection range for Jeb the Land Shark's ultimate ability will also be fine-tuned to better align with early warning signals. For the full breakdown of adjustments, keep your eyes peeled for official updates and the upcoming update to the official website.
which I don't think we've gotten yet. Hold on. Okay, so they are going to be nerfing Hela and Hawkeye. We don't have details. We're not going to go too deep into this because we don't have the details yet. But where I am right now in, I'm stuck in Diamond 1. They're probably the two most banned characters. That and probably Bruce. I personally ban Bruce because I hate getting slammed in the back line. As a strategist main, he is super annoying. So, yeah, I would say the most banned characters I see are Hela, Hawkeye, Luna, and Bruce. Those are probably the most banned, but it's good to see that these are getting nerfed because these are probably like, I don't know about lower ranks, but I feel like I saw them banned constantly all the way up my climb. So that's probably for the best. Now they're going to be, what do they say? Enhancing the mobile type vanguards. I mean, I think Venom is actually pretty good. I wouldn't want him in a one Vanguard setup. But if you have a good frontline tank and a Venom, I think he's pretty solid. He can be very frustrating to deal with. I mean, Cap can too, but I feel like Cap is just, he's more annoying than anything because he doesn't really do a ton of damage. He's just kind of hard to kill sometimes and just kind of annoying because he's constantly just like in your ear and his shield's bouncing off the side of your head and stuff. But usually you focus down the rest of the team first and you can kind of ignore him a little bit. But Venom, I think, is pretty solid. I kind of want to play Venom a bit more. He seems pretty fun, but I just don't really get to play that role too often. But interesting to see they're going to boost them. Now, moving on to Storm and Wolverine. Oh, you guys can't even see these because my damn face is in the way. Just pretend you can see them, okay? Yeah, Storm and Wolverine. Wolverine, I think, is a little more niche. He does have his uses, and I have seen people dominate with him. But obviously, he's better against tanks, right? Because he has a hidden stat on his attacks where he does a certain amount of damage, but then it adds an additional percentage of that target's max health. I forget the exact percentages, and it's different on different attacks, but it's not something that you see in game. I personally had to go to the wiki to actually see it, but he does like per stack of rage or something, he does like point something percent extra damage based on the target's max health. So if they have a lot of health, like a Groot or a tank, he's going to do more damage to them. But I've still seen him shred other people as well. I really want him to be good. He's one of my favorite characters, just like in general, not in the game, but just in general, because he's Canadian and I'm Canadian. So I kind of have to. But yeah, I would like to see him be a little less niche and a little bit more useful in all situations. You know, there's just a lot of better picks than him. And I feel like they didn't quite do him justice as he just doesn't feel as tanky as he probably should, you know? But yeah, cool to see they're getting boost. Storm, I see her every once in a while, but I don't really, she's not really noticeable outside of just seeing her floating in the air, you know? I don't really see Storms doing crazy stuff. Now, one thing I will say about this game, if somebody is very, very good on a character, they'll make a difference, right? So I've seen in the wild, some people are really, really good with Storm. But I think overall, like as a general character for your average player, she's not that good. And it kind of feels bad. So it's nice to see her getting a boost as well. And then, I thought we were going to Jeff, but Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger is an interesting one here. They seem to be, they're looking to buff Cloak and Dagger. I feel like Cloak and Dagger is pretty solid. I personally don't play her as much because I'm more of a Mantis or a Luna main, just because they're their alts are kind of ridiculous. We won't get into that. That's a whole other thing too. But I feel like Cloak and Dagger is actually pretty solid. I do enjoy playing them. But I do feel like some of their basic heals can be kind of weak at times. I feel like if anything, the healing side of them could use a boost. But I've seen Cloak and Daggers do ridiculous healing. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do with them. But I do think they are a very good character and probably my third go-to strategist right now. Again, not that I think that's like the order of like a tier list, but in terms of characters I like to play, they're probably like my third choice if I can't be Mantis or Luna. So interesting to see them getting a boost as well. Now, Jeffrey has been a hot topic. I did a video on it, probably my least liked video, and that's fine. I don't really care about all that. I made some suggestions on how I would fix his issue, and admittedly, it wasn't a great suggestion. I basically suggested invisible walls on like outer edges of the map where nobody really plays. But I mean, there's the occasional Spider-Man that pulls people off edges. I still don't think people should be playing in a lot of these spots because you're just not playing the objective. But it does, like, having the walls down and having the ability to pull people off there is whatever. But what I'm hearing and what we kind of discussed with the video too is it would be nice if there were better indicators, because as it is right now, when he does his thing, you have like a millisecond when you hear I think it's a little chime or something like that. You have like very little time to try and get out. Even if you are a mobility character, like a Psylocke with her dash, or a Penny with her web zip or something, Namor with his bubble, you don't have a ton of time to react. And there's a weird thing where it feels like even if you're outside of the circle, you still get grabbed. So as both Luna and Mantis, who are my mains, I have no escape. And it's just like, I have no chance. If the Jeffrey wants to eat me, he's going to, no matter what. He moves too fast, and there's no way for me to avoid it. And then once I've been eaten, it's really hard to kill him out of that. So if there is better indicators, it'd be nicer. It'd feel better to just have a chance, you know? So it looks like they are going to adjust that in some fashion. We'll see.
Warning signals. For the full breakdown of adjustments, keep your eyes peeled for official
pick rates and win rates.
Speaking of the official website, we will review the hero pick rates and win rates as Season 0 draws to a close. For quick match, PC and console stats will be merged since players from both platforms can compete together. In contrast, competitive mode will feature separate stats organized by rank for a clearer understanding of battlefield dynamics. Expect this intel to drop every half season.
This is what I've heard rumors about.
Set the competitive ranks based on your standing at the end of Season 0. Prepare for a drop of 7 divisions. For instance, if you were a Platinum 1, you will embark on your Season 1 journey from Silver 2. In Season 1, we are introducing a brand new major rank, Celestial. This elite tier features 3 divisions and stands above Grandmaster and below Eternity. With this addition, we aim to provide a seamless experience for our top players.
Okay, let's talk about that real quick. There's a couple notes I want to touch on here. So first of all, you're going to be dropping 7 ranks, right? It's not like you're not going to drop from Grandmaster to Bronze, right? You're going down each of the tiers, right? So Grandmaster has tier 1, 2, 3, right? So that counts as 3, right? So you're going to drop from there. I saw some comments on this. It's like, oh, now the grind's going to be even harder. I don't think people understand necessarily. Ranks aren't there for you to, it's not something for you to grind. Not everybody is going to get to Grandmaster. Not everybody is going to get to Eternal, whatever. It's not like, it's not a battle pass. You're not trying to grind it and finish it, right? Some people just aren't good enough to get there. I will likely never get, I might get to Grandmaster. I don't know if I'll ever get beyond that. I'm just not good enough. I'm getting old. My game play is just not as good as it used to be, you know? People need to understand that this isn't meant to be something for you to get through the entirety of. This is just so people have balanced games, right? You filter yourself into the rank you should be to get balanced games. That's how it's supposed to be. So that's just something to keep in mind. Now, another thing that people have talked about is adding an extra rank, which they're doing now. Now, people were saying to have it, I believe people were saying to have it between Diamond and Grandmaster, because there was a pretty big jump in skill into Grandmaster. I don't think it really matters where they slotted this in. It's still going to have the same effect, or at least it should have the same effect, right? It's still going to get that extra, have that extra buffer that people have to climb, because some people, I don't think the rank system is perfect right now. It can be easy, it can be difficult for some, but yeah, like adding an extra rank just kind of spreads people out further into more balanced. Again, it's supposed to be where you're getting balanced games in those ranks, right? Once you get to the rank you should be in. So having an extra rank probably makes sense. But yeah, people were saying, oh, well, now there's another rank. It's going to be even harder to climb to Eternity. Let's be honest. You're probably, if you're worried about that, you probably were never destined to be in Eternity anyway. So yeah, just keep that in mind. This is supposed to, I know it probably feels bad if you're like stuck in Platinum and that's where you are, or you're stuck in Gold, or you're stuck in Silver, whatever. Everybody wants to be the best, right? But just, you gotta face it. There's people that are just better than you, and you're just not on that level, and that's okay. So yeah, adding an extra rank there is fine. I think it'll help space things out, because there's a lot of people in a lot of these ranks that probably shouldn't be there. They don't have the game sense to be in these, but with how forgiving the rank system can be, some people do luck out and get to where they shouldn't be. So anyway, this will kind of hopefully help with that and just get people spread out more into the ranks that they should be in.
With this addition, we aim to provide a Last but not least, we've heard the community's feedback on preferences for playing the game we all love. We are adding a new graphic options that provides higher frame rates to meet the needs of competitive players. Additionally, we will introduce support for mouse acceleration settings, allowing users
so we can turn it off
their preferences. We will also be introducing a streamer mode in the first half of Season 1 for those aspiring Marvel Rivals streamers out there. Thank you for your unwavering
so everybody without TTV in their name
support, Rivals. This is only the first half of the season, and the second half will bring more excitement when the Thing and Human Torch arrive on the battlefield in 6 to 7 weeks. We can't wait to see you all in the battle against Dracula to save New York. Ignite the battle.
All right. There's going to be new graphic settings, especially I wish they would touch on it. I don't think they have, but there's been some stuff going around that higher FPS has an advantage over lower FPS in terms of like your character moves differently. You output damage, your animations are different. a lot of like very game changing stuff. So hopefully these changes that are going to adjust that and give better performance kind of helps with that. But they definitely need to touch on the actual issue of frame rate being that big of a game changer. So hopefully we see something like that. And then having mouse acceleration settings is nice. I would love to turn that off. But yeah, we'll see. So it's not exactly what I wanted. I want to know like more future stuff. Like I want to know they have goals down the line, not just for this season, you know. Hopefully we'll get something like that eventually, like some kind of roadmap, but some interesting stuff in there. I'm looking forward to it. Again, there's potentially more stuff that is coming. Again, I don't want to touch too much on the leaks just because I don't really have information on that. I'm not a big leak kind of guy. I'd rather just wait till we have official information. But yeah, I've heard some interesting stuff about the fact that like Dracula has Blade prisoner or something, and this season we're basically fighting to free him, something like that. And that unlocks that character, which would be actually really cool if that is something they're going to do. But yeah, Ultron has been rumored for a while. He might not be coming till season 2. Lots and lots of like leaks and rumors, skin leaks, all kinds of stuff out there right now. But yeah, we're not gonna get into that. But yeah, that is basically it. I think that's all I want to touch on. I do want to see the Invisible Woman thing. Let's do a quick refresh of their channel, see if it's come out yet, but I don't think so. No, not yet. I don't know if it will come. Again, from my understanding, there's going to be some kind of streamer event tomorrow or today. I don't even know time anymore. And they're going to be playing with those new characters, so you might get some information there. I'm probably not going to watch that. I'll wait until I can get my hands on it and see from there. But yeah, some cool looking stuff there. We got 4 new characters coming across this season. I really hope we get more vanguards and strategists. For myself specifically, strategists. I don't think Human Torch is probably going to be a duelist, right? And Thing probably will be a vanguard. I don't know if he'll be super interesting, but we'll see. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned in the future in terms of character releases. Obviously, we're getting 4 this season, and it makes sense because it's the Fantastic Four. But going forward, I'm curious how much they'll actually release. They do have the benefit of being a Marvel game, so they have a huge pool of characters to pull from, as well as like alternate versions. Like we got Hulkbuster and stuff like that. That could be a whole separate character. They have so much potential going forward for that. So I don't think that'll ever be an issue where we run out of characters anytime soon. But I am curious what their cadence is going to be for adding characters. Like, will it be 4 every season? Will it be more? Will it be less? We'll have to wait and see. I don't know if they'll mention that ever before an actual season starts, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, that's basically it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm looking forward to the new season. That's going to be soon, right? 3 days, something like that. Yeah, almost 3 exact days from the time I'm watching this. About what, 2.5 hours from now, it'll be 3 days, something like that. I don't know. I'll be live playing that as soon as it launches at 4 a.m. Eastern time on the 10th. Yeah, I think so. Either way, I'll be live. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna go get some games in. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully you guys are excited for the new season. We'll see you all next time.